What's up, fellow Brickworms? It's Josh, and I'm back with another fake LEGO Star Wars review. This is the Duel on Mustafar. It's listed at 312 pieces, and it comes with two minifigures, Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker. So we'll start with the price, actually. I purchased my copy for $16 from American Brick Store, but I had a bulk order in. I got the Playability gunship and a couple other minifigures, so I got 20% off because I spent over $60. American Brick Store had that special going on at the time. So usually it retails for $19.99, and I saw it as low as $15.99 and as high as $28.99 on the other different retailers. So there's a big variance in the price. If you're in the US, I definitely would recommend buying it from American Brick Store or Jay's Little Things. I think American Brick Store just sold out of it, so Jay's Little Things. Jay's Little Things price was comparable. I'll put the link in the description below so you can take a look. So if you compare it to Legos in the $20 set price range, like the 322nd battle pack or the 501st battle pack, it's double the pieces about and half of the minifigures. So it seems pretty reasonable if you're comparing it to Lego alternatives in terms of where it should be cost-wise. $20 is probably a good number for this set. So if you compare it to a similar piece count and minifigure count set, it would be the Obi-Wan Kenobi Starfighter, which comes with two minifigures and 282 pieces, and that's going to be in the $30 price range for Lego. So I think that this is pretty appropriately priced, maybe a tad overpriced. I think actually like the $16 that I paid for it is probably the most reasonable price in terms of, because I'm buying a fake Lego set. So I'm going to give this a 4.5 out of 5 stars for price, because I think the $19.99 price tag is probably right, maybe a little high. And that's why I would give it 4.5, because I think it probably should be somewhere like 16 to 17. And I was able to get it for $16 because of the 20% off. So I wouldn't spend any more than $20 on this set, but I was able to get it at a good price. So I'm gonna get a 4.5 out of 5 for the cost. For the playability and function, this set isn't meant to be played with. You could do a little like recreating of the Duel if you wanted to, I have the high ground, but it's not meant to be played with. It's meant for display. And I'm going to change this category to be playability / function. And this set meets its function to be displayed and to look nice. So I'm going to give it a 5 in the playability function category because it meets its function. It's supposed to be displayed, and it does that well. So we're going to take a quick break because I have a big announcement. I'm going to be modifying the giveaway that I announced in my previous video. And previously I announced that I was going to give away 3 501st battle packs when I reached 150 subscribers. But this past weekend, I hit 100 subscribers, and I was really excited about that. I thought, hey, I reached 100 subscribers. That's a big milestone. I was super pumped, and I wanted to give back now. So I'm going to be making this giveaway better, and we're going to still be doing 3 giveaways, but it's going to be in 3 different increments. We're going to start now at 100 subscribers, and we're going to make it better. We're giving away a Commander Howzer minifigure from Solid Brick Studios store, Minifigs for You. And this is a custom clone trooper, pad printed, and it's a Clone Army Customs helmet. Solid Brick Studios sells this for $25, so it's better value than the 501st battle pack. So this is a thank you guys for getting me to 100 subscribers. I really appreciate it. To enter the giveaway to get Commander Howzer, it's super simple. All you have to do is first subscribe to the channel. Second, drop a comment below letting me know what your favorite part from these past 2 months of my channel has been. And then third, give this video a like. I'll be announcing the winner on my next video on Monday of next week, so make sure that you're staying tuned for that. Sorry to my OUS fans, this is going to be a continental US giveaway only, and I also will do ship to Canada as well. Let's jump back into the review. So like the Playability gunship that I reviewed last week, this set also comes in no box. It also has no physical instructions. You have to use the PDF link from the American Brick Store. This seems like a pretty standard thing for most of the fake Lego sets that I've been looking at. Although the other retailers don't specify that in the description, American Brick Store is pretty upfront and honest that it doesn't come in a box and that it's not going to come with physical instructions. So I really appreciate that about them. These instructions were pretty similar to the Playability gunship instructions. I actually thought they were a little more intuitive and able to see things a little better. It was a little hard because you're building like with these trans pieces, and every time you're using trans color pieces, it's always a little difficult to delineate what piece is what color, but it actually was pretty seamless in terms of I was able to see that this is red, this is orange, this is yellow, and it was actually harder to determine which black piece was supposed to go where because you couldn't really see the line as well in the instructions. Overall, it was pretty easy. It was more clearly marked where things are supposed to go, unlike the Playability gunship where there is sometimes some confusion in what piece went where. So this building experience was pretty pleasant. It went really quick. I built this entire thing in under 30 minutes, I think. I really appreciated a good set that you can knock out in under an hour. And I also there was no damaged pieces or missing pieces, so everything was there. Everything was in the condition it was supposed to be, and it was quick. So building experience was awesome. I'm gonna give this building experience a 5. Moving on to build quality. So I thought this build quality was actually quite good. Usually in my past experiences with fake Lego, I put a piece on and it would fall off, or I put a piece on and if I wanted to take it off, I'd have to really rip it off, you know, too tight or too loose of a clutch power. But this clutch power was just right. I feel like Goldilocks and the Three Bears, you know, too hot, too cold, just right when she's tasting the porridge. And that's what I felt like in terms of like doing fake Lego reviews or even using fake Legos. I've had some that are too loose, too tight, and this one's just right. And I really appreciate that about this set. It feels just like real Lego. Gone are the days when Lego had the competitive advantage of the bricks just being such superior quality. I think that Lego still definitely has a competitive advantage in Technic pieces. All the fake Lego Technic that I've used so far has been less quality, and you can feel it's just not as strong, not as sturdy, not as secure. It does what it's supposed to, at least in the Plos Bros Gunship it did, but it didn't feel as strong, sturdy, or secure when I'm putting it together for sure. But in terms of bricks and plates and tiles, Lego definitely doesn't have a huge competitive advantage. This felt very similar to building Legos, and I think it's a lot easier to get the bricks right than the Technic pieces. I wouldn't be surprised if in 5 years that we're talking about all fake Lego sets being almost 100% in terms of the quality of a Lego set. So because of how seamless the connection of the bricks were and how everything just came together real nicely, I'm going to give the build quality a 5 as well. Now for the final appearance, I think this is where we're going to lose some points. And this is a very nice looking set. I do like how it turned out. I'm going to display this in my Lego room. But I think that we probably could have done a little more with the elevation changes and the texture of it. It seems like some very mediocre rock work. And the lava river, there's no change in elevation for waves or anything. It's just flat. And I think that adding a little more depth to the lava river or adding a little more detail to the rock work would really brought more life into it. But it is a knockoff set, and they don't have the designers that Lego has. They don't have the quality checks that Lego have. So I think it's pretty good quality for what you're paying for. So I'm going to give the final appearance a 3.5 because I think it still looks nice and it's still displayable. I really do like the set, but there definitely are areas that could be improved in this set. So for the minifigs, I think the printing on these is actually really well done. If you take a look, you can see that the robe detail is probably better than Legos in my opinion. I really like the robe detail on Obi-Wan and Anakin. And Anakin has like the little robotic hand delineated on his right arm, which I thought was a really cool feature. And they both have the dual printed heads, which Anakin has his Darth Vader head and his Anakin Skywalker head. I like his Sith eyes. I think it's pretty close to the Lego version. Obi-Wan, I really don't like his beard color. It looks way different than his hair color, and that always drives me nuts when the beard and hair colors are that different and that off. So definitely losing points for that. His hair color is closer to the movies than the Clone Wars animated version from the 2000. I always forget what year that gunship came out, but the Clone Wars gunship, which I have that Obi-Wan from for comparison. And if you take a look, you can see Obi-Wan next to Obi-Wan, and the detail is way more on the fake Lego. Granted, this is one of Lego's older minifigures, and Lego started to get way more detailed later on with their printing. But yeah, looking at these old Clone Wars minifigures for comparison, detail is way better on the fake Lego versions. We'll look at Anakin's next to each other, and we'll also take a look at these two fake Obi-Wans, one from Jay's Little Things and one from American Brick Store. Anakin does come with a hood that you can put on if you wanted to add the hood on to Anakin. It doesn't come with the cape, so I don't know why you want to put it on, but it comes with the hood. That's nice. I think if you're going to give him the hood, you should give him the cape too. But you can throw some other cape on, and it's a really good looking Anakin Skywalker figure. I do hate that Anakin also didn't come with the Episode 3 style hair. It comes with the Clone Wars style hair. I don't get that. Why would you have the Clone Wars style hair? But yeah, that seems like it could have been a really easy detail that you could have added to make this more realistic. So if you really want to make this mock awesome, you go buy episode 3 style hair and throw it on Anakin, and then bam, you got a realistic mock and it looks great. Yeah, so overall, and this has seemed to be the common theme, the torsos and the legs are really well printed. I really like the detail that's on those, but the faces definitely lack in terms of those prints sometimes. Anakin's is actually really well done, but Obi-Wan, just the beard color is driving me nuts. So I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5 for the minifigures. So that brings us to a 26 out of 30 for the final score. And I think that is pretty much what I thought about it. There is some minor flaws that took it down a couple points, but it's a really solid set. I really enjoyed building this set. I thought that it was fast. It turned out looking decent. I'm going to display it in my Lego room. And if you think about it, like all the dioramas that Lego's given us for Lego Star Wars, they are all 50 plus in terms of the cost. I got this one for $20 from American Bookstore. I paid $16 for it. And it's a good, small 16 by 16 diorama that I can display that doesn't take up too much room. It didn't break the bank. I think that's something that Lego should do more of, giving us sets that are more affordable. You know, not everybody wants to spend $400 on a UCS scale set. Not everybody wants to spend $85. I think I spent on the throne room diorama. So giving us smaller dioramas, I think, would really appeal to the 18 plus audience, and they'd sell a lot of them because you're just taking snapshots of our favorite scenes from the movies and you're putting them into diorama form. And if you made them more affordable, I think you really sell a lot of those. So I know the argument against that would be we're going to take a playset out of the line, but if we add a $20 diorama in, but if you look at like the 10 to 4, I think that classifies as like a display set and a play set in terms of there's some playability features, but collectors like AFOLs, we're gonna really display that set. So it has a mix of both, and I think you could do that with a $20 diorama and make it appeal to both the kids who want to play with it and the adults who want to display it. I think of like the old Mustafar with the light up Obi-Wan and Anakin that had the like playability features of moving them around so they could duel. Maybe you put them on like a swivel piece that you can control with like a rod, and you can turn and they can swing their lightsabers at each other. So you get like a playability feature in a 16 by 16 build with that display feature capability as well. Now that probably would jack the piece count and make the price go up. So I don't know what the right answer is for Lego, but I do think they should take lessons from the knockoffs and alternatives that are giving us a good quality display set in the $20 range that they haven't. So to wrap it up, I think this is a great set. I would buy, I mean, obviously I already did, but I'm buying these sets to review to tell you guys if you should buy them or not. I would buy it for myself. I would not spend more than $20 on it. And so yeah, make sure that you're shopping around, finding the best price from either American Bookstore, AliExpress, or Jay's Little Things. Thanks for watching as always, everyone. I really appreciate you guys helping me get to 100 subscribers. That really means a lot to me. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and you comment on this video and give it a like, so that way you're subscribed to the giveaway to get Commander Howzer. Again, I'm announcing that next week, so stay tuned for that in that video. I'll catch you guys next week.